Hey everybody out there, Chris and Mike here, and welcome to the first ever episode 0 of the Epic Rewind Live. Now, I know you guys are saying, Chris, why episode 0? Wasn't this supposed to be episode 1? It was, and it technically is. However, I'm a little bit under the weather tonight. I've been under the weather since, yeah, I know, right? I've been under the weather since I would say late last night. So I didn't want to cancel the show. So the show is going to continue forward. It's going to have all the stuff that we planned and more.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to show you guys tonight.
So hopefully you guys checked out my Instagram and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. But anyway, tonight we got a lot to talk about. We got games. We got some blind stuff to open. We got some toys. And then, of course, we have the comic book news, which is the rewind part. Now, before we get into that, let me officially introduce Epic Rewind Live, because I noticed at the end of the last live show, Dark Avenger Live episode 40, things started to poop out at the end. By the way, last week I didn't have it. This week I do have it. I have my Nook. I have it kind of crap. I want to say it crapped out, sort of. So unfortunately, that's why answering comments was a bit slow. But this time, I have the Nook. It's well charged. It's not crapping out.
Yep.
And the comments are officially live. I'm on the video right now. So I will be checking the comments periodically.
Yep.
So feel free to leave comments about anything. Starting next week, in the little description or the little pop-up that we can have over here, I'm going to show you guys. Not this. Where is it? Screen share? No. Where's that?
Yeah, they added lots of other gizmos.
Oh, here we go. Hangout tools. Oh. And now we're going to be asked if we want it. Of course I want it. I accept.
Did you check the box? Or did you not have to check the box?
You didn't have to check the box.
Okay, so no checking the box.
No checking the box.
Okay.
So, let's see. Logos, lower third. This is what it'll look like, guys.
So get ready, because what you're about to see will be pretty cool, I would say.
It will blow your mind.
And the reason Sydney's not doing Minecraft today, well, that's because it's episode 0, so this is going to be introduction. So it's going to be like this.
Hi, guys.
Oh, she's right there. If you can see her. Yeah. She's just playing her 3DS and hiding, too. All right.
Turn it on.
So here
So
it is.
it'll look like, wow, this looks horrible. Let me see if I could mirror us. I remember there was a way to do that.
Well, they could see it better.
Ah, there we go.
Oh,
Now I
yeah.
mirrored it. So, wow, why is that cut off? That's
On the bottom?
not nice.
That's not nice.
So then we'll just do it like this. Paste. Off and on. Why is that doing that? That makes no sense.
Yeah, it cuts it off. Your question to answer will be what?
Why is it so big? Okay, so I'm going to fiddle around with the comments, and there'll be a question of the week like, is this too small? Is this big enough for you? Thank you. And you guys will be able to answer that logo on the bottom, the tagline, which will be a question. You guys will be able to answer that in the comments, and we'll discuss it in the comments.
Yep.
So every week I'm going to have something like this, but I'm going to turn it off for now because we don't need it. And if that doesn't work because it's Google Plus, and we all know how wonderful Google Plus is, I will have the question somewhere around the video somehow.
Right.
So anyway, Epic Rewind Live is going to be my live show once a week, most of the time. It's like I said before, it's not going to be a show. Let me actually unmirror myself now. I just realized I mirrored myself. Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to go back. Oh, wait, oops. I'm going to turn it off now. There.
Yeah.
So every week, unless, of course, we cancel the show, which if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, I hope you guys do follow me on Twitter. I didn't really talk too much about this week's episode, which is another reason why I made this episode 0. But each and every week, we will have this show, hopefully. It's called the Epic Rewind Live because there's really no specific thing this show will be about. There's everything and anything that I like, you guys can expect on the show. Normally, Cindy would be on here with us on another screen instead of being up here. Excuse me while I move something. Thank you. And she'll be doing a Minecraft project. The reason she's not doing one this week is because this is episode 0, so it's more of an intro and a lot of discussion.
And what you'll be expecting for future issues, episodes to come.
But she will be doing that. There will be comic discussion, mostly news and comics we've read. There will be toys. There will be video. Oh, there absolutely, especially this month, there will be games. And there will be blind bags every once in a while, or as we like to call them, blind packagings. If you guys follow me also on Instagram, I post pictures up all the time. Tonight, about 2 hours ago to be exact, I did post up pictures of all the things we're going to be discussing on this show, blind bag wise. Now, for those of you that have been following me on Instagram longer, you guys know what games we got this week already, because every time we get a new game, I post it on Instagram. Instagram is my way of posting things pre-haul video. The haul video will go up tonight, but because I'm really not feeling too well, I'm probably going to be moving the indie review from tomorrow morning to tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. We'll try to do the indie review early tomorrow. The Big 2 review, as always, will be on Monday, so there's a little disclaimer there. But yeah, there will be times where a few of you actually wrote me back with the Halloween Spooktacular we did on Dark Avenger Live. You guys enjoyed it. There might be certain episodes where we'll watch movies or TV show episodes, depending on if we have them on DVD or through the internet. Next week, for episode 1, there's going to be a huge release next week, video game wise. So next week's episode is going to be a bit of a biggie on video games. I'll discuss that at the end of the show, what you guys can expect for episode 1. We're going to have a lot of fun. And actually, Michael is going to be on a different screen, and there's going to be a reason why Mike's going to be on his laptop next week. But we'll talk about that, like I said, at the end of the show, because you didn't even know, because I forgot to take a live show. I'm so smart. But I'm sure Mike will be all cool with it once he understands what I'm doing. Anyway, no guest this week, unfortunately. I know you guys did comment on the announcement video. You guys want guests on the show. I will be working on guests on the show, and there won't be as many toys being dropped by babies in the background. But yes, so let's check the comments really quick. Yes, we have one comment already. Jeremy Renfro, hello. Oh, why did it do that? It actually went to reply. I don't need to reply. I'm replying verbally. Down.
Right now.
Yes, I know, but it won't let me go off.
Go back.
There we go.
Okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
Jeremy Renfro, hello, Brooklyn boys. How are you tonight? Doing good. Yeah, he knows from Brooklyn boys. We're going to talk about Brooklyn boys in a little bit, actually, also. Doing good, man. Glad to have you in the comments watching the show. Hope you enjoy. There's no question of the week this week, so I'm not going to throw out the question of the week yet. Actually, if I could comment through the Nook, I'll probably put the question of the week up as the first comment of the video. So that's probably how I'm going to do it, since the Google Plus tool isn't working well. So this week, like I said, we got a wide variety of things to talk about, but next week's show is going to be a little bit more focal on a certain thing. But anyway, let's jump into some blind stuff first, because I know a lot of you guys enjoyed that in the last episode. So we ended up going out first. We got 2 more of the Halo blind bags, the 2 alphas, hoping to get that Invisible Elite. We got 2 trash packs, which for those of you that know us on Comic Frontline, we love trash packs. So we got 2 trash cans with 2 trashies in it. And then to conclude it all, I'm sure Ellie's upset she can't be on tonight. We got 2 of the brand new Pokemon Phantom Forces.
X and Y.
X and Y, yeah, Pokemon. I love how it's still X and Y. We've been X and Y forever. I'm just calling Pokemon Phantom Force packs, booster packs, and then we'll go into some other stuff that we got. But Mike, I need these. Cindy, can you hand me the scissor? Because these don't open. Unfortunately, these don't open on their own like other bags that I know. Yep. So let's see what we got this time. Let's see if we got any doubles, which I'm almost 100% sure we will get. And we got in the first one, I think. Yep, I think we got another pilot. So, and the pilot's body decided to say goodbye to the world.
Yeah,
Jeez, don't give up
so
on
wait,
life
we
yet.
didn't get that one, right?
Yeah, we did.
We did. Oy.
I know. Go ahead and talk while I put it together.
Yeah, so basically, guys, he's just gonna open up the packages of the alpha and put them together, and then show you guys what it looks like. It takes like less than 3 minutes, depending on if pieces don't fall all over the place.
Yeah, and I have big hands, so that doesn't
and
help.
he has big hands, so that really doesn't help. And I'm too lazy to build it myself, so he's going to show you what it looks
Lazy
like.
is definitely a word for you.
I am. I don't know how to finish the sentence. See, that's how lazy I am. I'm lazy enough that I can't even finish the sentence.
I will say this: next week on the live show, we will have Brant on. I was talking with Brant, so he'll be on. I'm sure Ellie will be back. For those of you that know Ellie from the last couple of episodes of Dark Avenger Live, Cindy will be back at her post doing some Minecrafting, and we'll see if we'll actually have Dan back also. Dan had a great time. We had a great time having Dan on the show. So hopefully we'll get him back soon. By the way, in that bag that you have the baby oh so nicely chomping should be a gun.
Oh.
A little gun. So yeah, first figure we got was another pilot figure.
No. Is it full?
Oh, I guess it did.
Yeah, here.
Oh, there it is.
Look at that.
See, that's why we need assistance.
So there's with the gun. Now, let's open up the last.
4. I don't need it.
You need a head examination is what you need.
Yes, I
So
do.
first one was a double. Let's see
All right.
if we get
Your scissor.
another double. I hope we don't get a double at least.
Please,
I'll
no.
take a
Uh-oh. No.
oh,
No.
yep.
No.
Actually, well, I got my wish. It's not a double. It's a triple, actually. For those of you that watched last week's show, we got the white Spartan. And this is the weird thing. On the packaging, it says that this figure is an ultra rare. If this is an ultra rare, let me use your hand. If this is an ultra rare figure, how is it that every time I open one of these bags in the sets,
it's not so ultra.
it's not so ultra rare. It's actually pretty much always a given figure that we get. Oh, it's going so much faster now that you're holding the pieces. Thank you so much for doing that for me.
You're quite welcome.
At least you're useful for something.
Yep. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, I never.
Good. Now you have, and you could say you have.
Okay.
Huh?
I didn't get that either. Did you? I didn't get that either. And here's your gun. And you stick. Wow, why isn't
I thought you were going to say, and your stick. I was about to say, I don't need your
What?
stick.
No.
So we got another one.
Show them your thing you built.
We got another one of the white ones.
Oh, Jesus.
So-
Stick. Or shtick.
So how about we try the trash packs?
Ah,
We'll have
yes,
more luck with
the
the trash
biggest-
packs. Michael loves trash
I
packs.
love them. Oh my.
We had a lot of fun doing these on Comic Frontline.
Oh yeah, do they have the
Paper comes off apparently. That's great.
no name? Oh, they do have name.
They do. Here you go.
Okay. Oh, this is the part where I'm gonna look all over the place and find out where they're from and if they're.
If they're of any interest to us.
All right, now what's that?
This one definitely has to be a household germ. The cat one.
Oh, this one?
No.
No.
Maybe it's a bug. We'll show you guys in the meantime.
Let me see the bugs.
Looks like a kitty.
Let's see that.
Is there an animal one?
There's germ.
Pet
household-
germs. Look up pet. Yeah, it's right there. The pet germs. Kitty cold.
Yeah, kitty cold, pet germs, and it is common.
Oh, I remember this one. This one
Oh,
is
this one should be easy to find.
the one with the barbells.
Yeah. Oh, I know it's here. So, aha! It's from Sports Germs called Dirty Dumbbells.
It's dirty, all right.
And it's a common dirty.
It's a common dirty dumbbell. All right, last
I still
one.
got the list. By the way, can I show them the list?
Yeah, you can show
Yeah,
them.
this is the list that it comes with of all the names. And in the back, some specials if you're lucky.
Yeah, I don't think that the specials would ever be in a
Well, it's
a
really the
2-pack.
X-ray cold and flu ones and limited editions. I mean, limited edition, you gotta be really, really lucky.
We were lucky. We got a few.
No, did we have only one?
We got one or two actually.
I don't remember.
You don't remember anything.
Well, I'm getting old. That's why.
All right, so I'm gonna have to take this out. Ooh, I got an X-ray.
Oh, it is. Wait. Let me see. That's. Oh, it's Well, I don't want to say it because you didn't show it yet.
I like it because, and I'll show you guys why it's an X-ray.
That's
Here it is.
a hamster germs, which is ultra rare.
And you could see on the inside that This little piece of green is actually a hard
Does
plastic
it glow in the dark?
interface. I don't think it glows in the dark.
You want me to check if it does?
No, I don't want to check if it does.
It'll just be turned off for like 2 seconds. The lights.
All
I
right,
mean.
last one.
My last is.
Looks like a toilet bowl.
Let's look.
It's actually a toilet bowl.
Hmm.
Looks like a toilet bowl to me. So what do you guys think? I think it's a toilet bowl.
Let's see.
Household
Can I
germs, maybe?
look? I was looking.
There it is.
Yeah, it is toilet bug from Household Germs, and it's common. So what? So we got an ultra rare and
And a common.
common.
We could clean up we could have Cindy clean up the floor while we're continuing forward. All right, now the last 2 blind bags, and then we go into some other news. And these are the Pokemon cards. For those of you that watch,
Series 7, by the way.
oh, Series 7, okay.
Yeah.
For those of you that watch our openings on Pokemon cards, we don't do the 1, 2, 3 thing. We just go right through them. So we got a Alumala. See, there's one reason why I miss Ellie. We got a Gamori,
Good morning.
Roggenrola. I'm saying these names so wrong.
Yeah, you are.
She's probably saying it's
Frillis.
this way.
Now I know Venonat. Venonat, everybody knows.
Yeah. Ooh.
Jill Score is our reverse hollow. And then Ron Zorg is our rare. Trick Coin. Furfro. And Swadloon. Now on Frontline we have luck. We always get at least 1 EX card. I don't think.
All right, the EX is still.
I highly doubt we
Is
will
EX in
get.
this one?
Yeah, there are EXs in here. Yeah, I highly doubt we're gonna get it though because we only got 2 packs this time. Carablast. We're in pack 2 now of 2.
You can give it to me.
Joltik. Punkaboo. That's a nice one.
Punkaboo? Wow.
Ragnarol again. I'm saying his name wrong. Fletchling.
Ooh.
Dendini.
Looks like a
The reverse
Pikachu
hollow.
or Pichu.
And then our rare is Venomoth. So ironically, we got a Venomoth.
Sweet.
And then we've got trainer card Tierno. Lumion.
Is that
And
it?
trainer card Linsdray trump card.
All right.
So nice picks. No
Not
EX
too
cards
bad.
this time. All right, so we got some nice stuff out of the way. Okay, so let's get into some of the gaming news that from
Shouldn't we
this
look
week.
at the comments first?
Yes, you are very smart, my brother. There.
Yes. Thank you, brother.
Let's check out the comments because I see a few of you guys are here. Shadowish, hi guys, love the shirt, Mike.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z Goku. Thanks. Yeah, my girlfriend got this for me, and she knows I'm a Goku fan, so yeah.
All right, so this week we actually got treated to 2 games that came out. We got Assassin's Creed Unity,
Mhm.
and we got the Halo Chief, the Masters collection.
Right. This is PS4.
The Master Chief's collection. It's not called the Masters collection.
Yeah.
The Master Chief
So
collection.
yeah, but this is a PS4 and this is an Xbox One.
Well, this is Xbox exclusive. Everybody knows that Halo is an Xbox exclusive game. And to be honest, I did a little bit of a checking out of Halo 2 because everybody was telling me it's very, very different. I guess we'll start with this game. And I did check out Halo 2 a bit. I don't want to do too much because I'm glad you're clapping. Yes, you'll know Halo one day. So I gave Halo 2 a tryout just to see how different the game is. Everybody told me the game is very different. The graphics make the game feel almost brand new. And it's very true, actually. I think that the game is very different, and I love it. And we're definitely going to be doing Halo 1 through 4 on Frontline Gaming Zone. There is additional movies in here. This is supposed to lead into Halo 5 coming out next year, and it has
Oh, really?
it has the main character in it. And basically, what's going on is as you're playing the 4 games, you're actually not in it this time. You're reliving it, but it's basically you're playing the game, but they're making it look like it's a flashback instead of the actual game, but it is just the game. And really, from what I saw here, it's really good. And there also is Halo 5 multiplayer beta in here. I haven't tried the multiplayer yet. I was actually trying to set up our multiplayer so this way we could have played a little bit on the live show. Unfortunately, we were unable to do that. Assassin's Creed Unity, this is the limited edition day 1 release pre-order. Assassin's Creed Unity, it's grabbing characters from what I see. We didn't get to play too much of it. It's definitely taking characters from all the Assassin's Creed games, and I guess you could play them as the game moves forward.
And where's this taking place, actually? Like,
It takes place all over. That's
it's all over. It's not just in Europe or...
No.
anywhere else?
No, not at all.
Huh.
We didn't get Assassin's Creed Rogue yet, but I've heard a lot of nice things for Assassin's Creed Rogue. There's Assassin's Creed 4 in it, and a bit of Assassin's Creed, I can't remember, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, and some other game.
Oh, was it the
Creed.
one with the, oh god, what's the name? It escapes me. No, that wasn't it, Tommy.
Not Brotherhood.
No, not Brotherhood. I wasn't thinking that, actually. I don't know.
But anyway, another really great game. Ellie's actually doing this on Frontline Gaming Zone. I'm playing this on my own. I have a separate account now because we have a walkthrough account and we have our just to play for fun and for review purposes account. So that's why I'm mentioning playing games. And a few of you who are on our walkthrough account, you're like, Chris, you haven't played that yet. It's like, yeah, I know. I played it on a separate account, which is not connected to Live or PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
And those are the accounts where we just play through the game for fun while we're setting up for the walkthroughs.
Oh, here's something I'm looking forward to playing.
This game, Ellie got us because I was making fun of it. And Bayonetta, we talked about this a bit. This is Bayonetta 2, but it has Bayonetta 1 in it. So you're basically paying $50 for the first and second game because the first game never came out on the Wii. So the Wii U got basically both games. Very interesting game. Very, very interesting game. And I'm almost 100% sure Ellie did this to get Mike's Giggities out because this is definitely... This game has Michael's name written all over it.
Well, it's also on top as well. You point at the bottom.
This entire game has Michael's name written all over it.
And you know I'll be playing that.
Yep. And then I have no idea why Mike did this. Well, I do, but Mike actually ended up getting Sonic Boom.
I wanted to see it.
And I had a very bad feeling. I mean, look at how Knuckles looks.
They made his IQ level even lower than a 1.
Neckerchief.
Oh, no. Actually, I think that's cool. It makes him stylish.
I don't like the... It's basically... Let's pretend that DC Comics owns Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the new 52 version of Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the new 52 universe right here for Sonic.
They made Amy tough in the characters because I read the first issue of the comic.
Tails didn't change at all from what I understand.
No. Tails is still the adventurous guy with the tail thing. It's just Knuckles with his steroid growing and...
Knuckles looks completely
Sonic's
stupid.
voice, I don't like Sonic's voice. Oh, Shadow's in it too, and his voice changed.
Shadow's in it?
Yeah, of course he's in it.
Oh, man.
We are thinking of probably getting Sonic Generations because one of my friends...
Well, I don't want to talk about that. Well, all right. Well, since you mentioned Sonic Generations, what we're doing is, in the month of December, there's only one game I'm getting, and I think one game you're getting. I'm getting the Kingdom Hearts 2.0 HD collection, which is basically the rest of the games in HD from Kingdom Hearts. And Mike's going to be getting Captain Toad because he gets all the Mario games. So what we're doing is I'm putting a list together of all the games that either just came out or came out a while ago that I would like to have. And I have Mike adding to the list, Cindy adding to the list, and Ellie adding to the list. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to put that list together and make a gigantic order before Christmas and either do one of two things. Now, I can't spoil what we're planning on Brooklyn Boys, but I will say this. We are bringing back the 360s. I'll spoil that a bit early. And our first 360, now, for Brooklyn Boys, our 360s basically are myself, Michael, Cindy, and Ellie. It used to be myself, Michael, and everybody else who was over the house that night. But we sit down and we just talk about anything, any random thing that comes to mind. Normally it wasn't comic books, though. It was usually everything else because I was doing comics on my channel at the time.
Yeah.
So we would talk about what's going on Brooklyn Boys, a little bit of news here and there, video games, whatever. And we're going to bring that back to Brooklyn Boys. We're going to be talking about current events. I'm working on Epic Story, the redone series as we speak. My time is very short, guys, and I'm working from early mornings now until late at night. My schedule was changed because we're very low staffed at my job right now. As soon as my work gets restaffed a bit, I'll go back to my normal schedule, which I am dying to get back to. It's been 3 months plus the summer since I've been on my old schedule, and I miss it because that's why I was able to stay up later. I was able to do more, and unfortunately, right now I'm stuck on a schedule where I can't do as much as I would really love to do. But as soon as that happens, I'll have more time to work on Epic X. But in the 360,
I am helping too, writing as well.
But in the 360 this coming week, we will be discussing something we're going to be doing next month, which is why I say maybe the games will be somewhere else. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to recheck the comments. I accidentally X'd out the video before, so I'm going to go back into it. So give me a second while I pause the video. And it should be loaded up any minute.
But yeah, but 360s were a lot of fun.
Go ahead,
You know, and of course, you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm still gonna keep, you know, We Are the Broken Boys. I mean, I have to keep that. That's my national, not national, trademark for the 360. So you'll be seeing me say that again. So don't think I forgot.
Oh joy!
And we are the Brooklyn Boys. That's what we say after the whole intro. You'll see if you watch the past.
That's how we started on YouTube, and I guess that's how we're gonna continue. But I really want to give you guys something special with Epic Rewind. I mentioned this at the end of the last show, and things were kind of fuzzy, but we're going to look to give you something unique, something different, something that you guys haven't seen from us before. This week, honestly, it was a great week for video games. Like I said, we got 2 great brand new games. Halo looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I am not really a fan of the Xbox One, though, because already our memory, with only 4 games on the system, our memory is almost at 50%. I love how Xbox, first you had to download the games, then people got mad, so they said, okay, you don't have to download the games. You could just you just put the games in and it'll go back to normal. And then the people who liked that you were going to download the games got mad, so they met in between and like, now you download half the game and the other half of the game is on the CD, so you're required to have the CD still. It's a big mess.
And not only that, it takes up so much space. I mean, granted, it's a big game, you know, like it has a lot of stuff, maybe DLCs.
I'm just not a fan of the whole downloading the game onto your system.
And it takes forever almost. Well, with this, you know.
For the PlayStation 4, I feel like it's less. You download less because I have a lot of games already on the PlayStation 4, and it's not even close to being filled yet. However, we are going to be getting a terabyte external hard drive for our PlayStation 4, and we're going to hook that up to the PlayStation 4, so we'll have a lot of space. Literally, we'll have enough space probably to last us. I think it's 2 terabytes, actually. We'll have enough space, yeah, I think so, to last us all the way through until PS5. I'm not even going to joke about that because you never know. In about 2 or 3 years, PlayStation 5 will come out, and that's going to happen. PlayStation 5 better not come out until my son's at least 5 years old. That's all I have to say about PlayStation 5.
Every game console comes out every 3 to 4 years.
No, every 5 years.
No, is it?
Think about it. Halo 1 was on Xbox. Halo 2 was on Xbox. 3, 4, ODST were on 360, I believe.
Yeah, they were. And Halo Wars, don't even get me into that.
Halo Wars was never meant to be.
It was like a computer game where you're building stuff. I mean, it was no Halo stuff. From what I remember seeing.
Halo Wars came out before any of the other
I know.
Halo games, though. So it was kind of like a prequel. It was a prequel to Halo 1, but now it took place, I believe, around the same time Halo Reach took place, which was the very beginning.
Wait, the 343 company, that came Halo 4, was it?
Halo 4, yeah. Bungie ended with Halo 3.
Was it ODST?
No, Halo 3.
It was 3?
Yeah.
Oh. So, excuse me. Gotta get something.
There you go.
But yeah, but 343 is doing a pretty good job.
I think 343 was very smart. 343 saw the potential for Halo, and Bungie wanted to end at Bungie wanted it to end after 3, and they end. And I'll be honest, Halo ended really great in Halo 3.
Mhm.
It ended with an open-ended ending, so it left it wide open for a sequel if Bungie ever wanted to do it. But then Bungie decided, you know what? We're done. They handed it over to a sister company of Bungie, which was 343. And 343 not only continued Halo, I mean, they went into the Halo game. They went into the Halo comic book. They had the separate games. They have the Halo channel now.
Didn't they say they were going to have a TV show of Halo?
I would appreciate the computer not shaking, Cindy.
Like, didn't they show a promo for the animated Halo TV
One
series?
second. I think so. No, it's not a TV series. It's a okay. It's actually a Xbox series. You got to go on Xbox, and when you pre-order, when you get your Halo Master Chief Collection, on the inside, you get a voucher for the Halo channel. And in the Halo channel, you could actually watch the Nightfall series. I didn't get a chance. I think episode 1 and 2 are out, or episode 1 at least. I'm positive is out.
Yeah.
So I didn't get a chance to even look at it yet. But if I do get the chance, I'll make mention of it on an Epic Rewind. I don't know which Epic Rewind, but we definitely will do it at some point. We will have gaming, a little bit of gaming on here, I'm sure, at times. Like I said, we'll talk about that at the end of the show.
And you're going to need me for the gaming knowledge because I'm pretty knowledgeable in a lot of games.
Let me borrow this so if I have to cut your hair.
Oh, I was about to say, well, you better just put that down just right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with Sonic Boom, the one thing Mike got,
Yes.
this was the reason why he pre-ordered it, and now we're unfortunately stuck with Sonic Boom. We got the exclusive GameStop
And it comes
Sonic
with
Boom figure.
Yeah, and it comes with an ancient crystal. And from what I'm hearing in the game, you have to
Looks
collect.
like a Chaos
I believe,
Emerald.
8. No, the Chaos Emerald was 7, but there's 8. So I guess I'll open it.
No, we leave it in the packaging. It's not worth
Oh.
taking out, really.
It's inspired by the video games and stuff like that. And to be honest, there was for the 3DS and the Wii U. I think the Wii U is based off the TV series, and the 3DS is a totally different story. You were telling me how the 3DS goes like back to the origin story that leads into the Wii U, and really, I'm not gonna get. Oh, and these are the figures also that are coming out as well. Knuckles and forgot what her name was, but yeah, she's
Cream?
No, yeah, Cream. Yeah, she looks different.
How do you
that's
name a
why.
character Cream?
She looks different. It looks,
She's different, all right.
Or is it Nicole? I don't know.
She's different. I don't care what her name is, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of the new Sonic series
Yeah.
at all. But comic news wise, this is something that I was very happy about. We talked about this on Tuesday's live show, Convergence. This series looks like a lot of people are very happy. A lot of people are saying go out and buy every single book from Convergence to show DC Comics that you want the old DC Universe back.
Yeah.
And the honest to God truth is, and I hate to say it because for years, I mean, if you guys want to know how hard I fought to get the old DC Universe back, go back to when the new DCU, or when the new 52 started, and watch my reviews. I mean, I remember dropping book after book after book. I even went as far, and I am a Superman diehard fan through and through. I bleed red, yellow, and blue. But I dropped Superman. I dropped Superman for a good 4 months, I would like to say, before finally saying, before kind of giving up, dropping it, because there's always one comic series, unless you're jumping into comic books and you're reading a bunch of books. But for people like me who started reading comic books through one series, which is Superman, even through the bad times, you just find that you can't drop it. No matter how bad it gets, you stick it out. You stick the series out. And with Superman right now, I just feel like I'm sticking out something that will eventually get better, or things will fix up. Now, the reason Superman was fundamentally changed was because of the whole court battle with the Siegel
Oh.
and Schuster family,
That was
which those people literally almost screwed the character. You don't have to scream every time I say their names. I won't say their names. Tommy doesn't like them. But you literally don't have to screw the character that your great-grandparents or your grandparents or whatever the hell they were to you. They created Superman that way. They got screwed in the past. I'm sorry they got screwed. You know, that's the way business is. You screw people. They screwed the Siegel and Schuster family, DC Comics. They bought Superman for little to nothing, and Siegel and Schuster got practically nothing. Years later, years down the line, the families decided it's time to sue for some money. We deserve it. Our grandparents or great-grandparents or whatever created Superman. We deserve some of the royalties.
Right.
Number one, if Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster didn't take the time out to sue for rights. Now, I'm talking, I'm not sure if they ever did, but to my knowledge, the creators of Superman, while they might have fought for it, to my knowledge, they never went to court. And if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. But if they didn't do it, why do the great-grandchildren or grandchildren feel it's up to them to do it? If the creators didn't go crazy over it, that's that, you know? They should have left it alone. And that's why the New 52 Superman happened. And now, of course, the families lost but won. They came to an agreement, to my knowledge. Basically, DC lost nothing. So now they're looking to fix what they took away from Superman. You know, they took Lois Lane and the Daily Planet away. They took the suit away. They made a brand new suit. They took the Kents away. They took everything away. They erased everything.
And we can't forget the underpants that they got rid of.
Those underpants better come back. But anyway, so now that the whole dispute, the whole craziness is over with the courts and whatnot, and let's pray to God that that never happens again. But knowing this family, I give them about another 2 years, and maybe they'll find something else to sue about. Let's hope not. But now that it's finally over, you know, DC Comics can relax and go back to the way it was with Superman. Now, again, I don't feel Superman comics right now are really getting. They're not really good to me. I'm enjoying Jeff Johns' run on Superman right now. It's going really well. And Action Comics is an okay series. I did review the last book on Comic Frontline. I think it's a good series. I like the artwork. But, again, I feel like it's not the Superman I grew up with, number one. But even though it's not the Superman I grew up with, I got used to him after 3 years. And now here comes Convergence, which I'm going to bring us back to what I was originally talking about. Convergence is coming along now. And basically, to my knowledge, a lot of people are saying that this could be the closure to the old DC Universe, to give all of us old fans of the old DC Universe, that closure we didn't get when the New 52 happened, because it happened abruptly. You know, a story arc was over, boom, New 52. Personally, I would have rather have continued forward with the New 52 and not gone back to the old DC Universe unless we were going to stay there, because it's like reopening wounds, basically. You're bringing us back to the DC Universe that so many people were fighting to bring back. You know, everybody was fighting to not have the New 52, and now, it's true. Now, basically, everybody got used to it or dropped DC Comics completely, and now you're bringing up Convergence, which is bringing back everything from the pre-DC comic universe, and you're actually moving forward a couple of years in time with it. And a lot of people say maybe there'll be a mesh. You know, they'll take the old DC universe and mix it up a little bit with the new DC universe, which I'm hoping that happens. I really am. Because I think that Superman, if you take a little bit of the New 52 Superman and a little bit of the old DC Universe Superman, you could really make a really great Superman, or bring back Superman a bit to where he was.
Well, didn't you say that slowly they were trying to bring back?
I think Jeff Johns was doing that.
Yeah, because
not pre-New 52, bring Superman back to the way he was, sort of.
Well, back to the classic way, because you said that there was this one comic that you were showing that had all of the DC characters in their correct forms and everything, which I thought was really classic. And I see we have comments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll just end it there. So
All right, so we got Jeremy, who actually said, Jeremy Renfro again said, Convergence is just DC's version of Secret Wars. 100% agree with you there, Jeremy. And then he also said Jeff Johns doing a great run with Superman, and Superman Wonder Woman is a great mix of both worlds. I agree. As a matter of fact, see, here's the thing with I 100% agree, Jeremy, with Jeff Johns on Superman. He's doing an excellent job. It's taking me time to get used to John Romita Jr.'s artwork. I'm not truly a fan, but at the same time, the writing is very good. Superman Wonder Woman, I'm cool with them being together. I mean, it happened in Kingdom Come. That's basically what happened years after Lois Lane died. Personally, I was 100% okay with that. I enjoyed Kingdom Come because of that, because it's like, Lois is gone now. She died. Actually, in this case, she didn't die of old age. She died due to I don't want to spoil it, but she ended up dying, and that's why Superman kind of went into hiding a bit. Also, Magog actually showed up and kind of showed how Superman's methods weren't as good as his own, and that's why Superman kind of went into retirement. And then anyway,
that was terrible.
Years later, Superman comes back. We've got Kingdom Come Superman, and him and Wonder Woman at the end of the first volume of Kingdom Come end up together. Volume 2, they have a child. That it makes sense. Lois Lane is not in the picture anymore, so it makes sense that Superman and Wonder Woman would be together. But in this case, I feel like, yes, it's nice that Superman's dating Wonder Woman now, because obviously the whole Superman-Lois Lane marriage didn't happen. DC, just like Marvel, decided superheroes shouldn't have families except for the Fantastic Four. So I don't agree with that. I mean, writers did that mainly because they said it limited the stories for the superheroes. And I don't feel that's true. I feel like if you know what you're writing about, whether Superman's married, divorced, with a child, engaged, I mean, it worked. In the 90s, Superman was engaged for years, then he got married, and then all the way through until 2011, he was married to Lois Lane. And amazing, the stories weren't hard to make.
But not only that, the best story in all of DC history was the death of Superman. I mean, it was a sad thing, yeah, but the way that they put it all together.
That was back when death wasn't, what do you call it, a candy word.
Yeah, I mean, it was like he was like gone almost, how many years? Was it
1 year?
I thought it was more.
1 year. Death, funeral, reign, back.
Well, I liked how they went to different Superman, like saying, I'm the real Superman, with Superboy, Steel, and Eradicator, with Cyborg, and it was just great. They actually made a video game of that, which had all the
I remember that
from
video
Sega
game.
Genesis, and that I saw the walkthrough, the whole thing. I mean, amazing.
I don't want to trash talk the New 52 because I'm used to it now. I've been reading it. It's at issue. They're all in issues 36. I think that Scott Snyder's run on Batman is going really well. 0 Year was a bit more dragged out than it needed to be, but I'm enjoying Batman. Obviously, with the New 52, we're getting a shit ton more Batman books, and I'm talking a lot. We're getting like almost 10, 15, including the Bat Family Batman books. Old DC Universe, I think there was only like 2 or 3 Batman books because Oracle didn't. There was 3. I don't remember. I don't even remember because I didn't read Batman pre-New 52. The one thing the New 52 did for me was it got me into a lot of the comics that I didn't read before, and it brought me back to a few like Justice League and Batman and Robin, stuff like that. So New 52 kind of helped me a little bit with the DC, with certain series. It introduced me to new series that I liked. I'm content with the New 52 now. It's not like, I mean, do I wish the old DC Universe would come back? Absolutely. But I can, years later, you can see they can never go back to exactly where they were before Flashpoint. That would basically alienate everyone who jumped on board with DC Comics at the New 52. And DC Comics isn't going to do that. And logically, I don't think anybody would do that. Now it's a question of taking what they had, the history they had, and meshing it with the new history that they created And I'm hoping that with Convergence, that's what's going to happen with DC Comics, that they find a middle ground, so to speak, where you get a little bit of the feel of the pre-New 52 and you still have pieces of the New 52 in it. Like Batgirl, I like that she is mobile. I don't like that Barbara Gordon, Barbara Gordon being paralyzed. Yes, I didn't read Batgirl at the time when I started reading comic books, but now that I'm reading, in the New 52, a mobile Batgirl, I want to see Batgirl continue to
I'll be right back.
to be able to stand and be able to walk. I don't want to see her back in the wheelchair. One thing I would like to see back is Dick Grayson going back to being Nightwing. One thing we're seeing in Future's End that I don't like is that the DC Comics universe, New 52 universe, is going to get really dark really fast in about 5 years. So hopefully with Future's End and World's End and everything with Convergence, it'll erase the whole future thing and leave it more of a question mark. Like we won't know what's going to happen in the future with DC Comics. But all in all, I'm excited for Convergence. I'm going to be getting everything Convergence. So for those of you that watch the comic reviews, everything that comes out from DC Comics in the month of April and May, Convergence-wise, I will be getting everything. Just like it's a September celebration month, I will be reading every single Convergence issue or every single DC Comics issue that comes out. I'm going to quickly check the comments again. Okay, Ryan H. Old DCU Dick Grayson needs to replace New 52 Dick Grayson. He has none of the relationships he used to have. Again, that's a perfect example of in Convergence. I don't like where Dick Grayson is now. He's basically doing the Winter Soldier thing. Everybody thinks Dick Grayson's dead. Batman's keeping him dead so he can go undercover, so Nightwing is gone. And personally, I'm not a fan of that. I tried 2 issues of Dick Grayson, and then I dropped it. I didn't like it. I would like to see Nightwing come back. I would like to see the Nightwing, the Dick Grayson, return as Nightwing. Will that happen? Maybe after Convergence. Again, I'm not really too keen on how all this stuff that happened in the New 52 DC Universe happened within the past 5 years. So basically, Batman went through Jason Todd, Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, and is now on Damian Wayne. He went through 4 Robins in 5 years. That means every year he had a new Robin. That makes no sense whatsoever, to be quite honest. So it would be nice to have the history back at least. This way you could stretch out the Robins back to where it was in the old DC universe. Welcome back.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, I had to check something. Everything's good. So what are we talking about?
I'm just talking about, I was reading Ryan H's comment about the old DC Universe Nightwing coming back.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Like he wishes that he wants the old DC Universe Nightwing to replace the new if Convergence is a combination.
And that's the blue one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I really think that would be great too. I mean,
you didn't read Nightwing.
I've heard your reviews of the Nightwing, in the new
of the Nightwing.
Of the Nightwing, yes. But actually, the New 52 actually got me into reading DC Comics because in pre-New 52, I never read DC Comics. I've always read Marvel, and me being a big, huge Spider-Man fan, I still am, to this day, and a little bit of Superman, DC.
Oh, we'll get into Marvel in a minute.
Yeah, but the New 52 had many great comics, like they had Hawk and Dove that I really loved reading. They also had... there was just so many books that got canceled also, along with, the books that are still around. And, it's really a shame to see how I've read them like a year or so, and then they get canceled. Because it's really an enjoyment, because it's like they're part of your family. Like when you're reading something and then when you see it go, it's kind of a little hard, but we have to move on in life, so that's basically what the comic can teach about life, moving on and everything. But with just not going off topic, that's how I got into DC Comics, because of the New 52. Do I like...
Mike Spider-Slayer got into DC Comics the exact same way.
Yeah, but do I like the way they're doing things in the New 52? No, because I remember the way the original superheroes were and what they did, along with personality changes and some things. I won't mention who, But I would like to see the old DC because since I've been reading the New 52, I would like to explore what pre-New 52 was, or the classic 52 as well.
Now, on the flip coin, in Marvel right now, Axis is running rampant, and personalities and people are being changed due to the events in Axis #3. Now, you read Axis.
Yes.
Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, and Doctor Doom ended up using a psychic thingy or a magic.
Yeah, the one that changed their behavior thing.
And basically it was to stop Onslaught, Red Skull, and the ramifications of it were it changed the personalities of all the heroes on Genosha at that moment.
Yeah, I kind of ranted a little bit about that because I didn't really know about it at the time of why Falcon, the new Captain America, was acting like he was the whole show and everything. I don't know how a Hulk turning into something else that could explain as well.
Yeah, but it also ran into Superior Iron Man and Captain America and the Mighty Avengers, which I read both of those books this week so far. I really enjoyed Iron Man just to see where things are going to go with Iron Man. Tom Taylor is writing an excellent Dark Iron Man. I would highly recommend, if you guys didn't get that book in your local comic shops this week, I would definitely say go out and check out Superior Iron Man. It was a really superior book, and I'm sure Superior Spider-Man will be proud of the Superior Iron Man. As far as Captain America and the Mighty Avengers, I'm not a fan of Falcon as Captain America, #1. #2, I didn't like... I was not interested, not that I didn't like, I was not interested in the way the book or the way the story was headed. It just, as much as I wanted it to interest me, it didn't. I didn't like Luke Cage's personality towards Spider-Man.
Oh my god.
And obviously it's not Falcon's fault, but his new personality kind of irks me a bit. And I don't like him as Captain America, you know. I mean, we all know Steve Rogers eventually is going to come back to being Captain America, or after this secret war that's going to happen where it's going to go through all over the universes of Marvel or whatever the hell they're doing, because they're keeping it very hush-hush. Things are going to change. This is either going to be a very hard reboot for Marvel or another type of reboot. This is definitely going to lead into a reboot. And seeing Peter Parker and Mary Jane back together, you know, a lot of people through the teasers are getting very excited. They're like, oh my God, they're going to fix that. They're going to fix this. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. We don't know. And that's what has me excited and scared at the same time, because we don't know what Marvel is going to do this summer. If they're going to
there's always something.
I mean, they could completely reboot their universe, you know, start it from a certain point over again. They could change, like they can go back through time, which I hate time travel at this point, and change how certain events happened, thus changing the history of the Marvel Universe or morphing it to something different.
And not only that, they're going into space now all of a sudden.
No, they stopped the whole space thing.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
With well, after the original Sin, because of the Watcher, what happened to him, and all that. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, also, I don't know. I'm not too into what Jonathan Hickman. I'm not really a fan too much of the Jonathan Hickman run on the Avengers right now.
Yeah,
so,
but
sorry for the little interruption.
Yeah, but you know, the thing that really bothers me though is the time travel. Like, why are they doing that? Even in X-Men, remember they had the past, present, and future. Like the future was going to the past was going to the present. Cyclops was trying to prevent killing Charles Xavier. It's really getting annoying.
One thing that I have to say, and meeting Brian Michael Bendis at New York Comic Con was awesome. One thing he did state, and I can almost 100% guarantee that this won't change due to Secret War, is Charles Xavier is dead, and as long as Brian Michael Bendis is writing X-Men, he will remain dead. I don't know if the same is for Wolverine. I didn't think far enough ahead of myself to ask him that.
Wolverine was coming back?
I don't know. I don't know, but in death, Wolverine has more comic books than in life. So maybe they should bring Wolverine back just so that they could bring some, you know, cut off some of the books. Oh, we got more comments.
Oh, yay.
Okay. I will get to, let's see, we did that. I love how the comments go out of order now on in YouTube land. They better not get rid of Spider-Gwen in the reboot.
Who said that?
I don't think they'll do that. Ryan H. said that. Ryan, I don't think they're going to do that because they are going out of their way to give Gwen Spider-Girl her own series. So Spider-Gwen, I don't think that's going to go away in the reboot that's going to happen. She is a super popular character. It took one issue and everybody wanted more, and already Marvel is slating a ongoing series. Unless the ongoing series bombs, I highly doubt they're going to get rid of Spider-Gwen. Also, let's not forget Spider-Gwen is from a different Earth, so I don't think they're going to mess with her character as much as it's going to be more along the lines of fixing history or certain things they didn't like about Marvel. I don't think it's going to be a reboot where new DCU, everything's new. So I think that Spider-Gwen is safe, but don't quote me on it. I don't work for Marvel. Jeremy, also, what's your thoughts on Multiversity so far, and could also have some relevance with Convergence?
Well,
I think
I read Multiversity.
he read
actually.
Multiversity, but I am 100% sure Multiversity is a huge key to Convergence because DC is focusing on the multiverse right now. Convergence involves the entire multiverse. If you saw that poster, you got all those different DC universes in it, all the different realities. So yeah, I think Multiversity does. Now you can talk about Multiversity.
Yeah, Multiversity. Like when I read the first issue, like I didn't know what to think of it. Like the story was like really good. Like it's saying you have to read this comic book to about the world and everything. I like how they brought comics into the mix. Like your objective. Like it felt like it's your objective to read the book to save the world and everything. But it was like all over the place, and it wasn't really about the money, kind of how much it was. It was just the whole what was the point? Like I couldn't really.
apple
grasp
pie.
it. Yes, very good pie. But I'm trying to grasp it, and it didn't really hold me. In my opinion, it didn't hold me. I mean, now there are some other books that I have read that haven't grasped me, and I dropped it after 2 or 3 strikes because I give it another chance. I'm that kind-hearted comic person. But I am. I don't say 1 strike, you're out. I say 2, you're out, or 3 if it gets better. But beside the point, Multiversity was something that didn't grasp me, but it was interesting to see what they were trying to do to bring the readers to read Multiversity, and I applaud them for that genius that they were trying to do. But in my perspective, I just couldn't really just get
into it.
Yeah, like I was trying to so hard, but it wasn't something that I would normally see in a comic book or my taste of a comic book. But it was a genius, though. A genius move that they did to get everybody involved to reading the comic book. And that's what I like about comics.
I was thinking of something Marvel related, and then it completely left my mind.
Which one?
I don't know, you were talking about Multiversity, and I was...
Was it about the books, the titles?
You said strikes, and I was thinking of a book you read that got strikes.
Oh, you're talking about Thunderbolts? That one?
No.
What book?
I don't remember. It left my head completely at the moment, but DC and Marvel right now are going through lots of reboots, so we'll just have to sit around and wait.
Oh,
and
you're
see.
talking about X-Men Legacy.
No. I can't remember now.
I can't remember either.
I would hope you can't remember. It was in my mind.
Well, I'm trying to remember. There was so many comics I've read over the years.
I'm eagerly awaiting Star Wars' return to Marvel. Hopefully it won't suck, because Dark Horse was doing beautiful work. I mean, great work with Star Wars, and it's sad to see that Dark Horse lost Star Wars. But at the same time, I mean, it looks like Marvel's going to be going in the same direction, so let's hope it doesn't get too bad. But I really wish I could remember. I'm trying so hard to remember what I was going to say when it was focused on Marvel.
It's kind of, I don't know.
I'm lost. My headache is just...
Was it about time traveling or about... Did you mention it before?
Yes.
Oh, I think it was something about Axis you were saying before.
I don't remember. My head is killing me.
There's just so many things. There's a lot of things that are happening in the Marvel comics and DC comics, and there's just so many things like DC with the annuals, and we already did the 5 years later.
Oh, I remember now. Thank you. Annuals reminded me. How are you? Are you happy about CM Punk doing the Thor annual?
Oh, yes.
I'm very excited to actually read CM Punk's Thor annual because I've known CM Punk
He is the
in
best
the ring.
in the world.
I know CM Punk in the ring. It's going to be interesting to see his hand in writing, and I hope he does really excellent. This way, we'll be seeing more CM Punk.
I'm buying it because I'm a CM Punk fan.
Anybody who's a CM Punk fan, you can leave your CM Punk chant in the comments below.
Yes.
So go ahead. I'm going to look through the comments.
No, I was just saying, like, that's amazing how a WWE wrestler, CM Punk, I don't even recall any wrestlers that actually became a writer in comic books, you know?
Ryan H. said, and he said it 8 minutes ago, I agree Dick Grayson being Robin 2 years max is a joke. New 52 does the character history no justice. New 52 has no character history, Ryan. I agree with you. That's the one thing I don't like about the New 52, and I still to this day don't like that. They basically took all their history and said,
It's like
5 years. Everything happened in 5 years.
Yeah.
Which is a bunch of bull honky. But anyway, continue, Michael.
Yeah, so CM Punk writing Thor, I mean, after I heard that, I was like, wow. I mean, for someone who hasn't been in, wrestling for a good number of months and stuff like that, I would really like to see, and I'm interested to see how he would write Thor. Now, granted, the Thor that I've read in the past, not saying Loki, the Thor book that I've read in the past was all heavy dialogue. Like, it was like all the words. Like, it filled up almost the whole page.
I'm honestly not a fan of the... See, this is one thing I don't like. And, again, Marvel's doing it where they're taking the main characters and either changing them or getting rid of them. Right now, Iron Man is a darker version of himself due to what happened in Axis. Captain America, Steve Rogers, lost the super soldier serum due to stuff that happened in his series. So now the Falcon is Captain America. Thor, because of something Nick Fury said in frickin' Original Sin, no longer can wield Mjolnir. So now somebody else is wielding Mjolnir and is the new Thor. And I don't like that. I think they should have left well enough alone.
And the villains are actually trying to be superheroes as well.
I think it's completely weird with the whole
I
Carnage
think
thing.
it's awesome. A villain who wants to become a superhero. I mean, Carnage. I mean, everybody's saying, "Oh, he was out of character." That's not.
He is.
He is, but I think I thought it was a great idea to put him in a different direction.
I don't.
That he wants to be a superhero.
I don't like it.
I mean, if he's gonna save lives, I mean, now see, Magneto was the first one to actually say like he doesn't like that people were destroying his own kind, but he wouldn't bring them to justice. He would kill the people who were responsible for killing the mutants. Now, to me, that's being like an anti-hero because a hero you don't kill at all. And an anti-hero is like, you do what's right, but you do it in violence. And villain, of course, is...
And you do it in any means necessary, basically. Jason Todd is a perfect example. Venom is a perfect example.
The Punisher.
Punisher is a perfect A lot of people think the Punisher is a hero. He's not, guys.
No.
He's the biggest
he kills everything in
anti-hero.
sight. Are you kidding? No way.
He is the world's greatest anti-hero. Same thing with Wolverine. He's not a hero. He's an anti-hero because, well, now he's more a hero than
now
anti.
That
but
you mentioned it, yeah, I kind of had to think about that for a second. But just going back to what I was talking about, I really thought putting the villains to make them superheroes was something really amazing. That's what I think.
Ryan asked a question. Chris, do you think Babs should become Oracle again, but be a fighter and a computer expert and let Stephanie be Batgirl? Okay. Ryan, I actually think that's a great idea. I think Barbara becoming Oracle would be fine. I'd be fine with that as long as she wasn't paralyzed. I would say it would be cool, and letting Stephanie Brown. I don't know if Stephanie Brown being Batgirl, because a lot of people either they like it or they don't like Stephanie Brown as Batgirl. I think if Barbara did become the Oracle, non-paralyzed Oracle, I think that especially with Stephanie Brown around as spoiler, the next Batgirl would be Stephanie Brown, and we also let's not forget we also have. Harper, who is
Yeah.
becoming Bluebird, another Robin, but not Robin, because when they killed Damian, we all thought, okay, this girl Harper is going to become the new Robin. She's going to be the first female Robin before.
That's my question. Like, how did you feel? Like what actually triggered you to say that this person is going to be Robin?
It
I've
looked
always
like
wanted
looked like that's what they were doing.
the direction of
Yes.
doing that. Oh,
But
okay.
then
I've
they
always
decided to
wanted
go a completely different direction in Batman Eternal, and now Harper is going to become Bluebird. So not a Robin at all. And Damian Wayne's coming back to life anyway.
It's exciting, I know.
Indeed. And Damian's going to have superpowers now. I don't know how I feel about Damian Wayne
What?
having superpowers. Yeah, because he's on Apocalypse. They're going to resurrect him.
I didn't hear about this.
Well, that was the what's the word?
What?
What's the word I'm looking for? The previews
Oh, the
description of the book.
oh, you mean the that thing we do? The oh wow, why is it leaving me?
We used to do the whole rundown of all the books that are coming out in January. That's basically what one of the previews says. I'm not sure how I feel about one of the Bat family members having superpowers, because all of them are skills alone. They're all just regular human beings. Dick, Tim, Barbara, Bruce, Damian up until this point, Bluebird, aka Harper, everyone who's a part of the Bat family, even Batwoman, they're just normal people. No superpowers. Raw skill. That's it. And I don't know how I feel about Damian, of all people, getting superpowers.
I don't know.
And we don't even know what the superpowers are, mind you. So that's just Damian for me. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm still debating on that one.
I don't know how to feel about it either, because I'm just shocked right now.
Jeremy, also DC announced February variant covers will feature Harley Quinn. Best one, in my opinion, is the Justice League Dark cover. I didn't see any of the Harley Quinn ones yet. I did see the Lego ones, and I did see the ones that they were going to be doing for the Flash. The Flash
I have
ones,
the Lego Justice League in half. If you want
yeah,
to
no, it's okay. The Flash ones were the most recent ones that I saw, and I like the Flash ones, so I'm sure the Harley Quinn ones are going to be great too, Jeremy. I don't know. What do you guys, all you out there that are watching, what books do you read more? You read more Marvel, DC, Marvel, Independence? I'll be honest with you guys. I did a count on indie reviews and Big Two reviews. We read a lot of Big Two, but we also read a fair amount of indie books too. I mean, if you look at the wall behind us, you'll see a fair amount. You'll see some Superman, you'll see some Batman, but then you go down, you see Mega Man, you'll see Argo 5, you see some Godstorm, Robin Hood, Sonic. So we have a fair share of indie books. I mean, if you go even further down that way, you got Peanuts, you got the Saga.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely delved into a lot of the indie company books, and I'm really enjoying a lot of what I'm reading from the independents. By the way, I don't know if he heard yet, so this will be fun to tell him, but Cartoon Network has planned their next crossover next year. Powerpuff Girls meets everybody. You know, we did do that. We did talk about that. Yeah. So basically, it's going to be Powerpuff Girls meets the Cartoon Network universe kind of deal.
But there was also another announcement that's coming out probably next year of Sonic and Mega Man.
Oh yeah, there's a new
Worlds.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be called Worlds Unite.
So instead of Worlds Collide this time, it's now Worlds Unite. Maybe this will fix what happened in Worlds Collide.
hope so.
I don't know. Nothing really bad happened in Worlds
Are you
Collide.
kidding me? Yeah, I mean, the world has changed in Sonic's world, and everything's going completely all over the place. Everything is, well, in Mega Man's case, everything's fine because Sonic
Sonic's the one that
sacrificed
sacrificed himself
to keep Mega Man's planet good, and Sonic would have to deal with all this thing that's going around now, him turning into this werewolf like we saw in Sonic Unleashed.
The Werehog.
The Werehog, yeah.
Did we get that game? We never got that.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. There are very few Sonic games I hear bad things about. Sonic Unleashed, Sonic 06, and this atrocity that is the new 52 version of Sonic are exceptions. I hear nothing but bad things about those types of games. Sonic Generations kind of got an average.
No, it went up. It
Oh,
was
it went up?
really excellent.
I heard that Sonic Colors was really good. We do have Sonic Colors. I like that game. And what's the other one? Sonic the Lost World or something like that. We have that too.
The Lost World, where Sega and Nintendo teamed up together. And
Yeah, I believe so.
made
Is my
that- yeah,
iPod going off? I could swear to God I hear my iPod. I don't even see my iPod.
It's behind
That's
the
weird
computer.
It is?
Actually.
Okay.
No.
I swear I thought I heard vibrating. That's
Oh.
why I'm saying.
Very good. But yeah.
Indeed. I'm actually looking forward. I heard the new Jurassic Park, somebody wrote me, is going to be called Jurassic World, and it's a possible reboot of the series. I hope that's not true, and I hope they continue with Jurassic Park. That was something I wanted to mention from last week's episode, or 2 weeks ago's episode. I don't remember. When we were talking about Jurassic Park. No, it was last week.
Mm.
So last week we had a great time talking with Dan about Argo Comics. Hopefully we'll have Dan back on next week. I don't know how. Oh, it was your phone, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
I'm just checking something. But go ahead.
But next week's episode is going to be a fun one. Next week is a very, very big week. Before we get into next week, though, there was one other thing I wanted to show you guys. I actually got it today, and I shared it on Instagram already. In what do you call it? Recognition that this is the week that Halo the Master Chief Collection came out. I was in my local Walgreens, and they're getting a lot of new toys. And so if you guys have Walgreens, I would definitely recommend checking your toy aisle out because they're getting a lot of big brand name action figures. I found this today. It's the Halo Master Chief cloak, the Chief with cloak. It's from what do you call it? The teaser we got for Halo 5. There's only 2 in this series. This is the series.
Is in the back.
The Master Chief. Oh, this is the Master Chief Saga series. And there's only 2 in this series. There's the Cloak Master Chief, and then there's the Master Chief from Halo 2. I already went through the trouble of opening
Oh,
the
you're taking them out?
packaging. Yeah. So this way I don't have to worry.
I always want to know. Oh, wow, the cloaks actually.
Yeah, I was wondering. I saw this in the store, and I was very curious to see if the cloak actually did come off. And I got my answer actually through a wonderful person on YouTube, whose video I watched before coming on here. And this was the biggest clue of all. You actually get the Master Chief's backpack, so that tells you something right there. Would you mind just taking those 2 things out,
Sure.
the hand and the thing? So here's the Master Chief's figure, so to speak. That's him in the cloak. The cloak is made of a oh, well, look at that. Go figure. It's made of a semi-hard plastic, but the one good thing about the cloak is, and if I can get it right and not break the figure in the meantime,
Yeah, I'm trying not to break the hand either.
you can take the bottom part off, which is 1 piece,
Oh, here we go.
and then I believe you have to
Alright,
unclip
so here is the hand, which is right here. If they can see it, I can't stretch.
Yeah, the hand actually has Cortana's what do you call it? ID chip in it.
And then there's this. Ooh, gotta be careful.
And then the cloak comes off, and you have. I love how they really warp the Master
I
Chief's
hate
hand inside the
these-
cloak.
What is these tapes made of? Glue or something?
I have no clue.
Oh, there we go. Ah. Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Here you got the Master Chief inside the cloak.
And here is.
I want to try to get them with the light. But you can have the Master
here's
Chief
that.
without the cloak if you want. And then this, you literally just attach.
Oh, the
to
cloak
the-
does come off.
Yeah, I told you. I found out that the cloak comes off.
Oh.
And then you just take the backpack that comes in the bottom and you attach it like that. And his backpack is on. And you have the Master Chief. One thing I like is the detail to the helmet, which I don't know if this camera... Yeah, it does. Is the crack in the helmet, which is really cool. I like the figure without the cloak. 2-to-1, I'm probably going to leave him without his cloak after I do probably a review. I'll probably do a review on Comic Frontline at some point. The points of articulation are amazing on this figure. You got the foot that has articulation to it. You've got the front of the foot, the leg, the knee. This is a gorgeous figure, and the attention to detail on this figure is incredible. He's very thin, though. I don't know why, but to me, he looks
Yeah, I thought
very
it was just
thin.
me, really.
He looks very thin for some weird reason. And then putting the cloak back on is super easy. You just take the figure, stick him inside the cloak, like so. The backpack comes off, obviously. The hand goes underneath there. This hand goes here. Push the cloak like that.
I remember the name. The
There's a
mall in
button.
DC solicits.
The solicits. There you go.
That's what it was. It was bothering me. I'm like saying, wait a minute, they're called solicits. Solicits.
Yep. And then you just take the top part, snap it down. I gotta get the bottom part down a little bit more. And there. You reattach the bottom to the top, and there you have the cloaked Master Chief all over again. And then he has his gun if you want to put a gun in his hand. And then you have the open hand if you want to reenact the scene where his hand is out from under the cloak and he's holding Cortana's ID. This is a really nice figure. McFarlane Toys does amazing work. They actually have, not only do they have a Halo line, but they have a Assassin's Creed line, and the Assassin's Creed line looks really nice also. So you could look forward to a few things here and there. I know Michael's going to try every show to have some type of a blind bag or like cards or something on every episode. And you never know. If I find a figure I like, or if we go out to a store and they have a nice figure, I'll give it a try and I'll try to grab one or two. I don't think we'll start the figure. I'll start the figures though until the beginning of next year, maybe even later, because there's a lot of games coming out this month and the holiday season is December, so January kind of feels better, but it all depends because there's a lot of birthdays I have to deal with in January also. So let's play it by ear, guys. If I have the extra, I will definitely get. If I don't, then I'll see what I can do. Maybe Michael will do it instead one week. We'll just see. Figures.
Oh, figures, yeah, absolutely. Because there was actually one thing I want to get, but I don't want to spoil it because I might find it.
Okay, I'm just gonna see.
Or should I tell them?
You could tell them.
Yeah, apparently, at work today, like my brother was telling me that at the local store there was a rare figure of Carnage that was Marvel Select, and he said that there was one left, and I was saying, okay, I have a half an hour, maybe I'll stop by there and get there. And when I got there, there was only Black Cat, the only Spider-Man. I was very upset by this because I wanted to really get Carnage because we have Venom figures up there. And I don't think we have a Carnage, do we?
I don't think so.
No,
I have a comment here from Jeremy. I stopped reading Marvel for several reasons. Main reason was Avengers versus X-Men. How try to make Avengers in the right. So now I read DC mostly because their heroes aren't assholes who beat the living hell out of each other. But I love Invincible. I do too, Jeremy. Invincible is a awesome comic. I'm glad that the next issue is coming out next week, actually. I'm going to pull this a little bit closer to us now because the heat's coming up and there's a heater right behind the computer and I don't want the heat to get what do you call it? But anyway, I love Invincible too. I dropped it for a little while. I think it was during the Voltramite War.
Oh,
I'm saying it right?
Yeah.
And then I picked it back up right before 100, and then I went past 100 with physical copies. So really am enjoying Invincible. Invincible is an awesome series. I'm going to compendium that, and we're going trade paperback by trade paperback with Walking Dead to catch up with that. Robert Kirkman hit it out of the park with 2 series. Really awesome stuff. You go ahead and talk for 2 minutes. I'm going to go open the window.
Okay. About Walking Dead? Or
Whatever, Walking Dead.
You see, for those of you who watch the TV series of Walking Down Sundays, they've actually are on season 5 now, and I really have to admit, I really like how it's really coming together, and they're relating it somehow to the comic books, you know, in some areas. Like, they don't want to make it exactly like the comic books because then, you know, then it will be like copying exactly what's going to happen. But they do twist it around a little bit because I did see some books where they didn't follow the comics and they went a different way with who was still alive or who died. I mean, because you never know who's going to survive and who's going to die. And I have a funny feeling that I know one person who I think is going to die this season. I don't want to say who I think it is because it would be a tragic if that happened. Don't you dare.
Well, it can't be Rick, that's for sure.
No, well, he has to lose his hand.
Eventually, he'll lose his hand.
Yeah, that's the one thing they didn't do yet. And I thought it was going to be last season because of the way it was going, but he didn't. I mean, it's sad, but it's how it happens in the comic books.
Right.
So that's the only reason why I bring it up. And I wonder if they're gonna bring Negan to the TV series because he sweared up and down, and I don't think they're gonna allow that to happen.
I don't
on
think
TV.
so. I don't think so.
With the hammer, what was that hammer? Damn it.
You mean Lucille the Bat?
Yeah, Lucille the Bat. Yeah, no, not wow. I thought hammer. Wow, I'm good. I meant the bat. Yeah, with the barbed wire around it and other stuff. Well, how could I remember everything? That's why I have him to help me because I don't remember anything. I'm just random that way. So excuse my
Stupidness.
intellect mentality.
Intellectual discharge.
What?
We're going like Brooklyn. Yeah, even she said what. So yeah. So no. Anyway, Boys from the Peanut Gallery. Okay.
Little one should be seen. not
Anyway,
heard.
children. Before this gets a
Cindy.
little bit out of hand, The Walking Dead though is really a great TV series that I love watching every Sunday, and it's just really that exciting. Even Walking Dead with Chris Harbour or whatever his name is,
Move that away from the heater, please.
or something. Chris, like I know his name is Chris, and Talking Dead is just really recapping on what's to come and without spoiling anything with the memorabilia thing he does. I like anything like that. But like I said, you can check it out on AMC Sundays at 9:00. There are, as of now, 3 episodes left until for the mid-season finale, and then it comes back around March or April, which is a long time to wait because I'm not the people who like to wait. When it comes around anyway, and it's really great. You really enjoy it, and you actually got into one of the shows, Z Nation, I think it's called.
Yeah, I have to watch it still. I
Yeah,
saw a piece of one episode and it looked good.
that would be cool to see them crossover with The Walking Dead.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Well, I know, but it would be nice to see a crossover of something.
All right, now, guys, I'm a little bit with the headache, so we're gonna end the show a bit early this week. But before we do, like I said, I am gonna tell you guys what to expect next week. But before that, is there anything you'd like to talk about? And guys, if there's anything you'd like to talk about or any questions you guys have, feel free to ask them now. I will check the comments right after Michael, and then after Mike in the comments, I'm gonna get into next week's episode.
Yeah, so I'll just talk about really the channels in general. So
No, you don't have to just say what's going on with you. Anything you'd like to talk about before I end the show.
well, I did upload a new series on my Judo Rock 18 channel, and it's called Bros Versus. We did Bros Team, and I put a link in the description of Bros Versus, and you can check it out. There are lots of videos that I do have planned to do, which I don't want to spoil here. But November is going to be a really interesting month to do videos, as well as in December to end the whole 2014 overall and going into 2015. And yeah, I mean, there was so many announcements I made this year, and it was really just
Ryan asked if you were talking about Carol
who,
with The Walking Dead.
of
Do you
who's
think
gonna
she's
die.
gonna die?
It's kind of that, but it's not Carol. I know if it was Carol, I would sound like that too. Going
And then
all
he
over
also
the
said The Walking Dead comic series has been crazy lately. Are you guys reading it?
yes,
Mike is
I am.
reading it.
I am actually reading after the whole Negan War, where Carl's working at a locksmith. I think it's locksmith, is it? He's working
Yeah.
somewhere. And
Blacksmith.
Blacksmith, thank you. And now this guy hears whispers from the walkers and stuff like that.
There are people
But now
dressing
that
up.
people dressing up like walkers, I mean, it's still going great together. I really love reading The Walking Dead, and I do review them on the indie reviews, which we do on this channel. And it's really interesting. I mean, even though it's in black and white, it doesn't matter to me really, because I like how the story, how it increases my, how it brings more potential to the book, and how it's going to be further issues to come, and it's really interesting. It's like watching a TV show.
So
but-
going back to your final,
yeah. So Bros Versus, just check that out, as well as other videos that are to come for Judo Rock 18, as well as for this channel, Dark Avengers 86, Brooklyn Boys 13, Frontline Gaming Zone, you know the whole shtick. And yeah.
You know, one thing I love, they're making Evil Within a comic book. Assassin's Creed is a graphic novel comic that comes out from Titan every time a new game comes out. I would love to see other games like Dead Space, Mario Brothers, stuff like that
Well,
made
didn't
into
they have
comic
Mario
books.
Bros in the past?
They did, but I think that they could do a better job of it now.
Yeah, but Dead Space I would read. I would actually not.
Tomb Raider's, Resident Evil, I read
Tomb
those
Raider's out.
also.
Yeah,
Resident Evil actually is in it's coming out as a manga very soon. Resident Evil, I don't know, we got it for Comic Fest.
And there's also the Attack on Titans meeting with Marvel or so something like that.
That's gonna happen on
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that one. That one's gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the crossover with Super Crisis War and Cartoon Network, and now the Powerpuff Girls, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's running smoothly though.
All right, so let's check those comments. I'm gonna check. Don't worry, guys. Even if you leave it now, I'm gonna check it before we end the show, just to be safe anyway. So let's look through the comments because everything's mixed and jumbled up.
Why did they do that?
I don't know why.
It used to be like one after another, but YouTube changes a lot. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. You just gotta live with it. Because I stopped ranting about YouTube a long time ago.
Okay.
Year
No new comments. So, guys, here we go. Next week for episode 1 of the Epic Rewind. Guys, next week we've got lots of games coming out. Well, lots of big name games coming out. We have Far Cry 4, which comes out this coming Tuesday. But the granddaddies of them all that are coming out this week or next week come out on Friday. And what's coming out on Friday?
Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers.
And let's not forget WWE 2K15, which is coming out before then.
Right.
As well.
So, since Super Smash Brothers is coming out next week on Friday, and the Epic Rewind live show is on Friday, I say, especially because we're getting the game, the amiibos, I'm going to have the two Pokemon games because me and Cindy are getting one each, and Far Cry 4. I say, what if we make next week's Epic Rewind live? Let's get Michael's laptop out. Of course, you're going to have to mute your computer since we're both going to be in the same room. We take Michael's laptop and spin it over and face it towards the TV.
Oh.
And we have Michael do some video gaming in Super Smash Brothers.
I would love that.
So we could have a Super Smash Brothers night.
Let's do that.
See if we can have, maybe we'll see if we can have either Ellie over, or we'll see if we can get Ellie on the Wi-Fi. We'll see if we can get you guys on the Wi-Fi. If you guys are interested, if you have a Wii U and you're getting Super Smash Brothers and you'd like to play us, Michael, comment below. I believe our Wii U address is Brooklyn Space Boys 13, just like on
Space Boys.
Just like on Xbox Live. Xbox Live, our name is also Brooklyn Space Boys 13. On PlayStation 4, however, I believe my gamer tag is Dark Avenger 1450. I have to check it again to be sure. I keep forgetting. Yeah. I keep forgetting what I call it.
Yeah, we should put stuff on it.
But next week's episode 1 is going to be dedicated to Super Smash Brothers.
That is if it comes.
It will be here. We're going to pre-order it this weekend.
So.
Let's hope. If it's not here, then we'll grab Ellie and force her to come over and bring her copy, so we'll have a game to play. But figure, you got the amiibos, you got the Super Smash Brothers game. It's going to be a big night. So next week's episode 1, is going to be a Super Smash Brothers Brawl Out. We are going to be talking about comics. Hopefully we'll have more toys and cards and blind stuff to do. But at the very same time, Michael here is going to be playing the Super Smash Brothers game on the Wii U.
So how are we going to stream it both times?
You're going to use your laptop facing there on Google Plus, and I'm going to use my laptop streaming here.
Which Google Plus am I going to use?
Do Rock 18.
On my channel?
Yeah, through your channel.
Oh, I thought we were going to do it through here.
We are doing it through here, but you're going to come on the call through your channel. Like what we did during...
so you mean it'll be on the bottom screen?
Right.
Oh, I thought it was going to be recorded directly to...
No.
No.
I love how my brother understands this stuff.
Look, I've had a long week, and I'm sure you had a long week too.
I absolutely have. I'm not feeling good. That's why we're wrapping the show up a half hour.
Feel better. You're a strong man.
But anyway, it's going to be a Super Smash Brothers launch day blowout next week. Hopefully, anybody who comes on will be okay with the fact that we're going to be focusing a bit on Super Smash Brothers.
I'm sure they will.
I know that Brent said, like I said, he will be able to come on. I'm going to see if maybe we can get him on, because I know Brent has a Wii U. Maybe he'll be getting Super
we
Smash
could get
Brothers
Ellie
too. I
on
don't know.
too, as well.
We'll have Ellie hopefully back next week. With Super Smash Brothers. If we can't get her on the live, maybe we'll, like I said, we'll have her here in person to play some Super Smash Brothers Brawl. We'll be revealing some amiibos on here. As always, follow me on Instagram because I will be sharing all of the stuff as we get it on my Instagram. And the pictures will be up before the live show, that's for sure. Looking forward to Super Smash Brothers. If you guys like Super Smash Brothers, let us know in the comments below whether you're watching this right now or you're watching this 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 21 days from now. And hopefully next week's event will be fun. Like I said, this is going to be a very random show. Some weeks we'll be sitting here like we're doing right now, talking about toys, comics, news, events, TV, and movies. Or there'll be weeks where we're watching a movie or talking about or watching a TV show. There'll be weeks where we're doing some multiplayer gaming. I'm sure I'll get on the Halo multiplayer at some point and do some of that. I mean, we're looking to do a wide variety of things for the Epic Rewind. So this way, when you guys come on each and every week, you'll have something new to look forward to. And everybody who's on this live show, before I go back into the comments, thank you guys so much for being here with us. Ryan, Jeremy, for your awesome comments. Shadow Ash, for your awesome comment as well.
Sure.
Please, guys, spread the word about Epic Rewind. Let's make this one of the top viewed live shows each and every week on YouTube. And the only way we can do that is through you guys. Those of you out there right now that are watching this live, share this with your friends. Tell your friends to come on. It's every Friday at 9 o'clock unless the show is canceled. I don't want to say it's going to be a weekly thing yet until I see that we can handle it every single week. So far, we're doing a damn good job, in my opinion, with keeping this as a weekly format. There probably will be 1 or 2 weeks in between that we take a break, but that's obviously for either, personal reasons or whatever. But anyway, help grow this live show. Share this with your friends, share this with your coworkers, your family, your animals, your pets, and tell them to check this show out every Friday night, unless canceled or otherwise, but every week at 9 o'clock Friday nights,
Eastern
Standard Time. And if you can't watch it live, as always, you are more than welcome. And I'm actually telling you, please comment below. And even if we're not talking to you guys right now, talking to you guys who are watching this in the future, I will be answering your guys' comments in the comments below after this live show goes off the air. Same with Michael, same with anybody who's on the live show, any of our guests, I'm sure, as well. So as always, you are welcome to comment, and I urge you guys to comment, even if you're not watching this live. We will get back to you and we will answer your guys' comments. I see everything thanks to my iPod, thanks to my Nook. I'm always checking my videos now, and whenever I see there's a new comment, I always check it out at least. I might not be able to reply on my iPod, but on my computer I can. So I will get to your guys' comments. So hopefully you guys will share this live show with your friends. Let everybody know that, this live show's out there, and let's grow this live show starting with episode 0. Let's get those the views up live, and let's get those views up video wise as well. Let's build this into not just something for us, but something for you guys. Let's build our live show, because that is what the Epic Rewind Live is. Our live show, not just mine and my brother's, ours. You guys who are watching, this is your live show as well. And now, before we go, let's check the comments one more time. I'm going to go from the bottom to the top this time. And I think that we're
good.
Yeah, I think we're good. I don't think anybody's commented. Yeah, everything's about an hour to 40 minutes ago. 13 minutes ago was the last one, and that was towards you.
Yeah.
So, as always, guys, thank you all so much for checking us out live, not live. And hopefully, like I said, this show will grow as time moves forward. This is the show that we are going to build with you guys. So, the most important thing is you guys. So, as always, share this. Get us out there. And while you're sharing this, don't forget to also share Comic Related, Comic Frontline, Zone 4 podcast, and Frontline Gaming Zone. Altogether, we try to be your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and as always, a whole bunch more. Look forward to a bunch of stuff. The indie review will be tomorrow, either during the day or at night, and the Big 2 review should follow on Monday morning.
Yep.
So lots to look forward to. I have 3 reviews up right now on Comic Frontline. Check that out. Don't forget to check out Media Madness that happened last night on Comic Frontline. And don't forget to check out the Frontline live show coming at you every Tuesday night. Whether it be 9 or 9:15, it comes at you live every Tuesday. Just like this show is going to be coming at you guys live every Friday. Unless otherwise, please, I urge you guys to follow me on Twitter, Dark Avenger C86, and Instagram, Dark Avenger C86 again. Twitter is where I post all of my news for this video, for all my other videos, for my comic reviews, everything. If there's anything that I have, any news that I have to report to you guys, I post it there. Any new stuff we get, whether it be cards, toys, video games, you name it, collectibles, I share it on Instagram. So if you guys like seeing pictures of collectibles, toys, and little babies, because my son growing up, I'm also sharing that. Follow me on Instagram. But the most important thing is Twitter, because that's where I post all my news as it's coming at me. It's coming at you guys through Twitter. And then later on, it comes to you guys in video form on YouTube. Yep. So until next week, guys, we hope you enjoyed episode 0, because this is a intro episode to Epic Rewind Live. We hope you guys like the show. We hope you guys share this show with your friends, and we hope to build this show up in the coming year of 2015. Thank you guys so much for being part of our Rewind. We're going to head out right now. I'm going to go lay down for a while and hopefully feel better.
You go do that.
And he's going to go flying out the window, and we'll all be happy. So until then, guys,
I won't die after that. That's for sure.
Sure you will.
I'm Superman.
We'll see you guys next week for another
Yep.
Epic Rewind. Take care, everybody. Keep reading and keep collecting as always. And we'll see you guys next week.
Later, everybody.
Later, everybody.